What's up? All right, let's do it. Um, Hold up. Where's my clock? My computer makes these fucking noises. It's already starting. Whatever. I have to kind of turn the music on and sounds. It really gets loud. Okay. Is everything hidden? No. Okay, good. Share screen. All right, so Gemini Sun in the 12th house with the double triple energy of Cancer, Ascendant Moon, Saturn on the Moon, um, North Node in Scorpio with Uranus. Interesting. So yeah, so opposite Taurus, Chiron. Actually, no, Jupiter. Ooh, interesting. So should I stream this on live? Yeah. All right. So let's see here. So yeah, so when you have all of this this energy with Uranus, like I'm really looking at the big karmic stuff. Um, so you have North Node in Scorpio with Uranus, so it's opposing the South Node in Taurus, 11th Jupiter. So let me pull this up. So there's a past life tendency for you to be, when you have South Node in Taurus with Jupiter there, there's definitely that. What's up, Esme? There's definitely that tendency, to be very involved in kind of the material world, um, to an extent to where because of that, it's more it's someone who did not take the risks. And here's Esme. She might want to help, but yeah, because of Uranus being opposed to South Node and on the North Node in Scorpio, your big karmic mission here, and it's in the fifth house, is to take these deep, deep, deep dives into yourself. Fifth house is Leo, so it's about authentic self-expression. It's about the inner child. And Uranus is the great liberator, so it's about being different. It's about being, your own person, right? So in the past incarnation or incarnations, you were probably very, very successful, right? But because of that success, and let's see, square, and Mars. Okay, interesting. What's up, Esmond? Um, you know, because of that, there was a little bit of a like it's like the person who's like really, really successful monetarily today, and then because of that, they are unable to really dive into their spiritual self, right? Um, Now, with that said, having North Node and Uranus together, born 76, okay, gotcha. Um, North Node and Scorpio people, they're in past lives, because they were, more in like the chill, kind of like everyday, like everything is nice type vibes. They didn't really have to come face to face. Do you have any Pluto? And a lot of Neptune. But basically you're here to face your depths. You're here to face your kind of unconscious darkness in this lifetime. And a big lesson is around the planet Uranus. So what does Uranus represent in astrology, especially in the fifth house? Well, that's about being able to create and being able to have a lifestyle of your own, right? That reflects it reflects like your true inner self, right? Because we live in a society that is very dominated by, do this, do that, follow everyone, be like everyone, blah blah blah, bullshit, super lame, blah blah blah. And with Uranus on the North Node, it's like you're meant in Scorpio, you're meant to take these deep dives within, snake shade the skin, death, rebirth, transformation, events that are not easy. Pluto fourth house, so that could be a traumatic childhood, perhaps, right? 12th house sun, that could be issues with the father, who knows? Sun's also opposite Neptune, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a certain energy where where you maybe felt like kind of disconnected from the father. Perhaps like the father had like a weak influence on you. If my fucking computer makes these sounds, I'm going to throw it off my balcony. Um, it's the but yeah, so another thing was, I've been seeing a lot of these people with Sun opposite Neptune lately. It does add like lots of empathy, but there can be like a big time like kind of superiority complex, a lot of issues. Hey, Esmond, I know you want to be on camera. There can be like a lot of issues with with understanding the self, and that's why a lot of people who have Neptune opposite Sun, they tend to, and by the way, obviously I've never seen a photo of you. I have no idea what you look like. All I know is your birth time. I'm saying all this stuff and I'm going to be 100% correct or 90 something percent correct, because astrology is the interplay of free will and of the chart. God's language is astrology. The world will be aware of this in the next 5 years. Right now, most people are fucking stupid as fuck or just have been taught wrong, right? So um essentially, with Neptune, you're very aware of these energies, but early on, probably because of a difficulty with most likely the father, not being guided the right direction, and susceptible to paranoia, to like energies that kind of hindered you and hindered, like very like, it's like someone who takes on a lot of energy, a lot of like the negative energy around them. They have to have a lot of alone time. um it's very important to you know to understand that there is a lot of like feeling misunderstood that comes up, and also lots of periods of discouragement, right? So a lot of people with this, they find like a more spiritual route, which, like, religion is blah blah blah, whatever. Nothing against it, but it's about finding your own spiritual path. I don't give a fuck. It could be through music, right? It could be through music. It could be through meditating, writing, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's your decision. Um, but a lot of times the ego is strengthened with Neptune clouds the ego, and it can create like victimization, feeling victimized, and people sometimes like this can crawl into a shell and run away from the world. And you know the gift is compassion, because what it's like to struggle, what it's like to kind of you know like, it also gets you very in touch with like music and anything artistic. So taking advantage of those talents is very important, but being able to see yourself clearly. So a lot of people with Neptune, they kind of go towards service. um so that's one aspect. I have some of this fucking spilled, god damn it. At least it's a dark blue couch. Yeah, so Sun opposite Neptune people, they often struggle with self-confidence earlier in life, and it's this journey to find a creative outlet and have alone time and understand like boundaries with other people, right? Not letting the fuck idiots come in. Um, so yeah, sun, obviously, dumbass astrology is about sun sign. So fucking stupid. And I wish I could take everyone who gives astrology a bad name, put them in one room and do that squish thing from Star Wars. I'm just joking. But um yeah, like, so the sun is obviously one part of your chart. It's in Gemini. It's with Venus, so that's gonna make you a less fucking annoying, just joking, a less crazy Gemini, a more chill one. Um, but you know, with the Cancer ascendant, Cancer moon, you, oh God, I keep seeing Sirius everywhere. Sirius rising. So you are like a, you know, Sirius nurture, very, very good at giving people what they need. You have to watch out for like not giving too much, and especially with the Neptune, there could be that tendency to like give, and think that like, you know, some people like they always are giving and always are giving, never accepting, and it comes from trauma. That actually comes from trauma, right? Not thinking that you're worthy enough to accept or to be worthy of something, and you have to give in order to feel valid, right? So that's something I see. Um, but yeah, with the 12th house nature, you know, you might work better behind the scenes. You might be someone who is, you know, very talented in ways that are kind of more secretive. Um, you might have secret artistic talents. You might have secret love affairs. Not trying to call you out, but you know, possible. But really behind the scenes type energy, and you know, like a lot of 12th house suns, they can feel their life kind of going in like this loop. It's very interesting. I could write a book about it, but I'm not going to, because fuck that, it takes too long and I don't have the energy. Um, unless someone wants to send me a million Adderall, and I'm just joking. But yeah, like basically self-sacrifice is like a big word that comes up. Um, and you know, it once again speaks to that struggle to really feel understanding of your own self and understanding of your own true nature. Um, I imagine, yeah. So art, creativity, very important. Um, we'll get more back to that in a little bit, but yeah. So the Cancer moon in the first house. That's in what's the ask. So no. Oh well, it's with Saturn. I was gonna say no tough aspects. Well, not true. So I mean, how many degrees? 7-11. Um, yeah, so so moon in Cancer, obviously it's a great moon placement. You know, it obviously, you know, it's in dignity in Cancer, so moon, your emotions, your feminine, you know, you have your masculine, your feminine, the coming together of Gemini in Cancer. Um, you know, both signs one after the next. I think that you have one side that's very active, very let's go, and then one side that's very you know, very feminine, very like able to meet the emotional needs, able to kind of cry when you need to cry. I fucking hate crying, but I never do because I'm savage. Joking. But yeah. Um yeah, so like Cancer moons cry, but it's good because like if you look at cats and animals, like when they get in fights, they do all this movement, right? And that movement, you know, psychology shows this trauma is held in the body. And you know, when cats get in fights, they release that shit all right away. And basically, you know, with this energy, um what the fuck was I just talking about? I just started thinking about cats. There's one right here. Yeah, Cancer moon. They're usually able to like meet their own emotional needs to kind of get the energy out when they need to. But you know, the fact that Saturn's there kind of fucks you over. How old are you? Yeah. So you pass the Saturn return, first 30 years are probably difficult emotionally. You probably had a lot of time getting away from like different guilt, periods of sadness. Vulnerability is difficult when you have Saturn on your moon. Usually the mother was, felt as quite cold, distant. Um, Lots of karmic lessons around the emotions, around vulnerability. And it's really like building up emotional security, like learning to, the root chakra, which is the chakra of safety. The question in psychology, is the world, Erickson psychology, is the world a safe place? um you know I forget what age that one is in the developmental psychology. I can't remember, but whatever. The point is that, any psychologist here, the point is that, you know that often, it's very, very important. And Saturn moon people, they grow up very quickly emotionally. Sometimes they have to go through like bullshit early on. um and as a Cancer moon, this is the hardest part. You need a lot of nurturing. You need a lot of nurturing growing up. Everything in psychology shows us that, it's the first, few years of life that matter the most, that our attachment style is formed, so forth. Can go on. So, it's very likely that you didn't receive that, that your needs were met. So how does that, reflect in adult relationships? Well, it can make someone clingy. It can make someone, until they do the healing, right? Until they, one, have awareness of it, two, work on it, two, have mindfulness. Because what the fuck is the point of working on something if you don't have mindfulness about it? um right, like, so it's really about, I like having live on. I perform better under pressure. This is better. I like being filmed. There's a streamer right now. His name is Fusi. He's crazy. He's a Sag Moon. He's literally doing a 24/7 stream. Like, and I'm inspired. If I was famous, I would do it. I think I could make. No, I'm too bipolar for that. I'm not actually bipolar, but shout out to people who are. But I'm like kind of bipolar. But if I wasn't, but he is, so maybe that gives you a superpower. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm just inspired. If I had like, you know 2 million followers. One day, maybe I will. Who knows? Maybe it's time for astrology. Maybe I'll do. This guy's so crazy. Check him out. He's literally nuts. He's doing 24/7 hours stream for the entire year. It's crazy. And it's so funny. He's so fucking funny. Um, like he was, sorry for the interlude, but he was doing like he was driving the gym and he was doing this like this motivational speech, and he was like repeating it. It was like Denzel Washington, or there was some lady speaking, and he was just like repeating after what she was saying, and not even like intentionally funny. And she's like, and I beat my husband, and he's like, or she, yeah, she's like, I drink alcohol. He's like, yeah, I drink alcohol. He's like, I, I was having horrible habits. I wasn't going to work. He's like, yeah, me too. I was having horrible habits. I wasn't going to work. And she's like, I even beat my husband. He was like, I beat my husband too. And he like didn't even realize he said it. It was, I don't know, the guy's crazy. But only Sag moons have that. Maybe not. But anyways, back to the reading. It's yeah, it's something worth checking out. It's on Kick, the streaming platform. I don't know how you can stream 24/7. But anyways, okay. So the key here is overcoming shyness and being able to talk about your emotions. Getting out of the comfort zone, understanding that yes, there's karma related to everything. Everything in life is karma. By being able to show others your deep emotions, you're able to understand that you're not alone. Understand that, and it's not like, I mean, like, look, I'm a masculine male. I'm not into like showing emotions and all that stuff, but like, I understand that is healthy. Um, but like, I'm here to help you, not me. So I'm fucked. I'm joking. But the point is that just being able to really show like a like even if it's one friend or one lover, whatever, to be able to get that stuff out, and kind of positively reinforce yourself. In Buddhism, they talk about self-compassion. Um So yeah, and also it's very, very good for mothers. Your Cancer moon. So if you're a mother, shout out to you. Shout out to the mothers. Um, that's actually one of the best thing for a mom to have Moon and Saturn. It gives a lot of maturity, and you're able to take the lessons that you learned, um, and really kind of be the parent that your parent wasn't to you. So, okay, so then your rising is with Ceres. So you kind of put out this like very nurturing energy, and it's in how many degrees? Wow, it's right on there. Um, oops, how many degrees? 0.19. Yeah. So Ceres rising. Um, so like that, that really is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. People see them in this very, very, as a Cancer rising, you like Kanye, for example, he's a Cancer rising. He's fucking crazy with his Pisces Gemini. Gemini Sun, Pisces Moon, and I forget what else he has. But like, obviously there's like two of the most eccentric energies, but he's a Cancer rising. So think about Kanye. Like he is able to look like a very lovable person. That's the Cancer rising, you know. But then the dude is a genius. Um, Everyone can have their own opinion of him. I don't really have an opinion besides that he's a musical genius. But and if I did have an opinion, I wouldn't say it, but I don't. Um, but yeah, so yeah, really wearing your heart on your sleeve, just very, very affectionate. Um, and it's great for popularity, but you have to watch out for like the energy vamps, and the people who see that empathetic person and say, "Yo, I'm a narcissist. I'm gonna fucking steal this person's energy." But very warm energy, very like warm aura. And Moon first, you're able to really get your emotions out, and they play a big role in your personality and in your body language. So you might speak in a very emotionally, like you might speak through, like you might convey your emotions through your actions, like speak like well, what am I trying to say? Like yeah, like your identity is very linked with your emotions. Following the lunar cycle is very important for you as a Cancer moon, and also, of course, the link with your mother. Um, I need a fucking shave. 10 people in here. There's like 30 or something before. I'm gonna take a look at this. Damn, everyone left. Probably because I wasn't looking at the chat, but whatever. What's up, Australia? What's up, Braden? You guys like my shirt? Any Argentinians of the 10 people in here? I just got like Esme is vet tomorrow. Thank you for asking. She'll show up here in a sec. She usually comes around minute 40 of the readings to help. Esme, Felix. Okay. So, um, yeah, moon in the first house. Um, can I do polls in here? Sorry. Is there a way to do polls? I know there's not that many people in here, but whatever. Polls, questions. Is there a way to do polls? Oh yeah, I have to check the DM. Can you send it again? Like send like a message like like just like say hi. So it's like at the top of my DMs. I wish it wasn't like this. Actually, I'm happy with. Um, should I stream from 24/7 when I become famous one day, maybe? Should I stream my whole life? Like just be always on IG Live? Or would people get bored of me? If you think about it, that's the best way to never be canceled because you're just always showing yourself. This guy Fusi, he's doing it on Kick. It's so fucking entertaining, inspiring too. Um, anyways, I might do that one day. I might be like a full-time streamer. I need more of a masculine. I want like to have like a audience that's like at least 40% men, that would be cool. Like 60% women, 40% men. That's like a goal. Still have more women than men because men, at least, spiritually are pretty stupid or like immature. Not all, not all. Um, but that might change. That might change if you girls stop giving the JJ to men unless they learn everything about the esoteric without any bullshit. That's how women change the world and force them all to follow me, listen to me, and the only way that they're allowed um to marry or they have to get the Jesse pass. I don't know. It's just an idea, guys. Just an idea. Um, that'd be cool. I'd love to be the king decider. No, it'd be so much work. I'd have to accept so many applications. Can I marry her? Can I marry her? Can I marry her? That'd be a pain in the ass. Okay, never mind that idea. Okay, back to my reading. Um, so yeah, first house moon. Very ambitious. I love that placement because it's like you're really able to express your emotions. A lot of artists have that. Um, it's good for feeling for popularity once again. People will not be intimidated by you at all. Now, on that moment or on that, um, you might have a very mysterious side of your personality, a side that needs to disappear from time to time. Um, that's fine. That's cool. And boundaries, once again, very important because you take in a lot. But with the moon rising ruling the chart in the first house, yeah, like very strong emotions. Your emotion reactions should be like really, really, it's very important to be balanced. Let's see. Yeah, lack of earth. So once again, very, very important to be balanced and to like yeah, you have Jupiter there, South Node, but like oh never mind, you have okay, you're fine. You're good on the elements. But still, leaning into that South Node energy of balance and of consistency is very important. Now, um yeah, so it's okay to disappear. It's really good, important for you to have boundaries. You could be very, very good with art, but it might be something that's very shy for you, or where you feel very shy to kind of like talk about it type thing. Let me get my camera better angle. My beautiful New Jersey. One sec, I'm gonna switch jerseys. I got like 15 or now I see. Egypt. What's up? Um, yeah. So Sun, Venus. I mean, yo, like any planet conjunct the sun. Um, more of that kind of gentle, loving energy. Um, really, really good. You have Chiron doing some good stuff. No, I mean it's not doing bad stuff, just not aspecting. You have Pluto doing some really nice aspects. Um, oh, you got that fucking Disney World, Disneyland one for Neptune, Venus. Um, Not Disneyland, like Disney love pink flower shit. We'll talk about it. But yeah, so like Esme, careful. Um, yeah, you might be really, really good with you might be an artist. But it might be hard for you to like step into that. So take the risks. Because you also have like the sextile of Venus and Mars. Um, that's good. We'll talk more about that later. Um, but you're able to kind of blend those two, the feminine and the masculine, very well. I think people with that are very honest. It's very, very good for popularity, very, very good for just being able to put other people at ease. It's good for beauty. And I have no idea what you look like. You know that, right? I make sure I have zero idea what my clients look like. By the time oh, my camera fucking went off. I hope my microphone didn't go off. Microphone on. Okay, let's just do a test. Test, 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 test. Perfect audio. Okay. Um. So yeah, guys, swear I love having this live on. I do. So I'll do this for more. The chart. Can I take a photo and have it like just stay? Is that possible? I'm not gonna show you the name. And I'm putting all my charts on private now. Lately, I just haven't wanted to share them. I don't know. I feel like it's too much. It's too much free knowledge. Maybe I'll change my mind. I have so many up there already, though. On my YouTube, Jesse Nissen. Okay, how do I save this so I don't have to fucking leave this here? Aspects. It's not showing them all because the grid's kind of annoying with it's kind of annoying. Any idea? Like, can't you keep the photo of the chart in the live? Isn't there a way? Isn't there a way? Can someone tell me? I'll get there. I'll get to the vertex. Okay, so has everyone with your photographic memories taken this in? Just joking. You can't. Maybe if I press this. Oops. Maybe this. Ooh. Okay. Well, we're gonna give up. Yeah. Anyone who wants to know, just screenshot it. I don't know. Send it to your email. Have that on your other device. We're going back in our Egypt shirt because I love Egypt, even though I don't even support them, and I'm always from Morocco or Senegal or Burkina Faso. But you know, what can you do in this world? What can a Arabic man do? Alhamdulillah. Um, I'm Lebanese, by the way. Whoever didn't know that. No, I'm joking. I'm Argentinian. Um, so yeah. Um, where we were discussing your chart. No. So yeah, like like there's a definitely a need to express emotions, to really allow your personality. But like with all that cancer and all this energy, it's just like, you know, boundaries, 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 boundaries. So important. I was on the Mars stuff, wasn't I? Oh yeah. Um, Lots of intensity in the love life too. But then there is this kind of peaceful energy, I think. So usually people with, Mars, Venus, like I feel like they attract like kind of more chill partners, like and yeah, it just makes you good. Yeah, you're very good people, very very good people. I wouldn't be surprised if like like you had like a certain charisma, certain kind of chill energy that really really helped you in everyday life in whatever the situation. And also, of course, with the Cancer Moon, like there's that connection to the mother, right, and to the family. So, um, yeah. Okay, so yeah, rules. Okay, um, so we see like the push and pull Gemini Cancer. Um, they're very different, obviously. So on one side, you are kind of trying to move away from being stubborn, from not taking risks, from kind of living life in a way that's just like that's just kind of predictable and um it's about incorporating this like change into your life. Um like moving away from like always needing that peace, always needing that quiet, always needing that predictable. And because what happens lifetime after lifetime when you're continuously in that low Taurus energy is that, and not a shot at the South Node, I'm just saying it's that the spiritual strength gets weakened, right? So it's about understanding that the person who lives their whole life rejecting opportunities that might be risky. um I don't like to talk about myself in these, but a lot of people I know, including myself, like the biggest, best things that ever happened to us were when we took risks, crazy risks, random risks. So it's about that, right? Spiritual risks, and that could even be opening up about things. Um, yeah. So understand that's very important. Being open to everything that comes up as it comes up, not just default. No, 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 no. Right. And then that kind of it's really like it's like the metaphor of the person who kind of like stays close to home their whole life, and then they are friends with the same people. They go, they just don't um take the risks, right? And like when you're not making new space in your life, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? You're going to have the same results. You're not going to experience this change. It's a law of the universe. You need to make room for new things to enter your life. You know, like if friends aren't no longer serving you, you need it's better not be friends or like if they're toxic, like it's better not be friends with them. If they're same thing with the lover. If it's not working out and it's kind of like you know fucking you over in a sense, on a spiritual level, because you have to think about economics to opportunity costs, right? Like what would I be doing if I wasn't doing this, you know so that's very very important. So with the nodal energy, right? Hmm, huh. I think like there's a big, big need for you to like release outdated ideologies. Is it retrograde? No. um, seeing things through a new lens when it comes to truth. And there's just this kind of like stuck energy that needs to be unstuck, essentially, right? Expanding your horizons, understand that the path in this life is different. But like a lot of people can fall back into their south node, right? So Taurus can be like where it's all about money, where it's all about the cut myself somehow. The fuck? I didn't even shave. Ow. Um, yeah, like things that work for you in the past lives, like they might not work for you in this life. Um, and it's really, really important to like to travel, to take on new worldviews from different people, um, challenge any existing worldviews, anything that can move you closer to like the whole mantra that I say in so many readings, like I know nothing. I wake up each day, I know nothing. Always willing to learn, always willing to be wrong. A lot of times, low vibe Taurus is not okay with being wrong. Um, so the fact that's in the 11th, you will be very, very, very popular. It's good for money, wealth, perhaps. We'll see the star placements, pick stars. Um, but yeah, it's all about reflection and moving towards real spiritual growth, shedding the layers, as I said before. So, with Uranus on the North Node, right? Like that is crazy. I don't see that much, right? I'm trying to think of the last time I saw that. Um, but it's like you finding the revolutionary within yourself, right? And it's ultimately fifth house, so it's like it's also related to you moving away from groupthink because South Node 11th house of Jupiter. There's a level of groupthink where you're allowing other people's opinions to matter too much, and it's about you finding yourself authentically, which takes alone time, which takes saying fuck you to everyone that not everyone, but yeah, it's really, really important. To transform in that way and to move towards that kind of like unconventional destiny, right? So it's like the path less taken, the road less taken. Also as it, like just societal norms, being rebellious, being okay with pissing people off, Um and it's gonna make your life am I bleeding? No. It's gonna make your life fun. It's gonna make your life full of sudden changes, but that's important for you because it's like it's testing your spiritual strength. Um, and it's also like you're meant to be very free, but then Scorpio is very relational, right? So we'll talk about relationships in a little bit, but there could be like deep, deep spiritual awakenings for you in this lifetime. Lots of questionings around any kind of if you had religion pushed on you, like very, very much questioning, around traditional kind of belief systems and really, really learning to think for yourself. That's one of the key karmic components here. And having a creative outlet because you have fifth house Uranus. So it's like, you could be very, very creative in a very distinct way. 999. Okay. Yeah. So wait, 17. Yeah. Um okay. Yeah, so that's important. And Vertex, like it it's really speaking to like service for you as a 12th house sun, like how, if you do feel like your life is kind of going in this cycle, and oh yeah, I was supposed to read your Squarespace note. I'd like to do that later in the reading though. Oh, I didn't type your fucking name in. That might help. People who want to purchase readings, it's all on jesseneasonastrology.com, and you're able to leave a um is this the right one? In the checkout, you can leave a note of like things you want me to for sure focus on, even though it's gonna okay, no, that's the wrong person. Let's put that in. Here we are. Okay. So sorry about the health issues. And you got the follow up. Okay. So I highly, highly recommend you add the current astrology. Um, Usually it's very expensive, or it's a lot more expensive. I would be happy to add it for 265, and it becomes a 3 hour session instead of just the 1 hour follow up, which we do anyways. Let me know if you're interested. A lot of astrologers will charge a different price for everything: solar return, progress chart, blah blah blah, transits. I do all in one, give you the full year ahead understanding of the astrological weather. I'm not gonna say you're gonna meet your soulmate on this date. Um, yeah, but a lot of that's the stuff with the sickness like that can be linked to current astrology, but we can see what we see here. But what I do see, with Vertex there in Neptune the sixth, that's actually very interesting. A lot of people with Neptune the sixth, they actually, and I have this as well, and I can speak to this. They will have very mysterious illnesses, or like for me, I had like an eye twitch, like I was like going like this, like crazy for years, and they come very random and then they disappear as quickly as they come. Like they just fucking leave. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought like I don't know. It's very, 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 very interesting. But Neptune six people, like they need to have a level of spirituality in their everyday life, right? It's a difficult placement, especially for people who like work 9 to 5s and hate their job. Not everyone works 9 to 5 hates their job, but like people who like because sixth house is about employment. So when you have Neptune there, it can really really make it difficult to like have like a boss. It can bring asshole fucking bosses. I've been there. Um, so it can make someone like way more of a dream daydreamer, a dreamer at work. Um, and it just really makes it important for you to meditate each day, for you to have some level of spirituality in your daily life. Sixth house Neptune. What else can I say? Um, yeah, I think it's dangerous for drug users too in the sixth house. You have to check your HD spleen, human design spleen. But yeah, like it's better to kind of like, because it is opposing your son, so it could be a psychosomatic thing with your father. um yeah, damn. um yeah, there's like a lot of danger of being poisoned with six house Neptune. If you go to bars, watch your fucking drink. Be careful with people. But yeah, it's just like these mysterious diseases, right? And it can also bring bad doctors. Like I said, like the illness can kind of be like the medic won't be able to figure out what the fuck it is. Um, and it can bring asshole kind of swindler type doctors. And they like can't figure it out. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And um, you know, but like the good thing, and you're gonna be very happy to hear this, is that it's usually not life. It's not life threatening. Um, it can be chronic, but it's not life threatening. Um, the Neptune stuff. Um, but yeah, it can be really annoying. Um, and disturbing. And also, like when it comes to like researching alternative medicine, because you spoke about that in your email, you have to be very, very careful about that. Because like all these self-called gurus, like, you know, you can very, people with Neptune sixth house can be tricked by these people. So I'm just responding like really, really like, I'm going like full in on Neptune sixth house because you really asked about your health. Um, so, very important to get a second opinion and really, really read reviews, ask people. Um, yeah. So Neptune success also when it comes to like the day to day can cause difficulty with just organization. It can make, everything, I'm so lucky I have Saturn there. Um, but like, yeah, so just like making lists like on Neptune sixth house, I literally this is my everything. I'd be fucked without it. Um, organize your life. Um, and fuck, what else can I let me think in my fucking brain. Six there's so many fucking placements. I have to like my job's not easy. I memorize so much shit. Well, it's not even memory. Well, yeah. Also, animals. Success is Neptune. So you can have like a very spiritual relationship with animals. Um, and also it can make someone a spiritual healer. And someone who can like get past a lot of their healing through being a spiritual healer and being able to help other people. And sometimes they go through this kind of shit so they're able to help other people, right? I mean, that's like the kind of whole like that's kind of how it is for people, right? That's kind of how it is for healers in general. Every healer chart I do, it's like fucked up shit, fucked up shit, fucked up shit. That was meant to give them intuition or empathy, all them skills. Um, but yeah, it's really important to have boundaries also with this one in your day to day, especially if you're working in a company. You have an asshole boss like do this. It's like shut the fuck up. Um, so it's really important to serve others. Like it's not a bad thing, but it's better to do in a way that's like linked to Pisces, linked to spirituality, linked to compassion. So, a job as like a coach or um, any kind of healer, anything that supports compassion is really good. Mm, what else? Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I'll tell you if something else comes up. Um, so yeah, and then vertex there, it's just like kind of speaking about like how being of service to others door is kind of like your doorway to higher awareness, and you can really, really you know, access your highest potential by you know by being selfless and also by really treating your physical, mental, emotional, everything all health at a high level. Um, and also, it can be through like very intense experiences, very profound kind of scorpionic experiences, that really open your eyes to things. Especially to like when it comes to like psychology, like the real like underground depths of human nature. So, yeah, yeah. And you could be an outstanding healer, um, spiritual healer for sure. And it could be people like who have the zodiac sign Scorpio, like during your like most intense times of need, who come to you. Scorpio, Pluto. Okay. But also like there's like, just that need to be the inner child, right? To take things less seriously, to like have like a sense of humor about everything in life. I know it's hard, but yeah. Um, hold up. Okay. Um, yeah, so once again, there's like this theme of you being able to like really express your feelings very, very well, like being able to like blend heart and cognition when you make decisions, Mercury and Moon. That's really nice. Mercury, in Taurus. So it's with Pallas. Is it with how far is it from? So yeah, it's about a degree. Yeah. Um, so I mean, I always think of Pallas is like just like this chess player type vibe, like the kind of like part of our brain that plans. So it's like when you have those together, Mercury, your brain, and Pallas, kind of like the third eye, like kind of like chess player part of our brain, you're able to really, really you like very, very good strategizer. And just someone who's able to kind of like blend their kind of liquid intelligence, or is it crystallized? Which one is it? Crystallized or liquid? Crystallized intelligence. Just like your everyday street smarts with just this ability to kind of like really, really see the big picture and kind of um I guess use that wisdom, that strategy to really, really move forward. Um, so yeah, lots of great, problem solving abilities and just yeah, being able to like really, really find like solutions to very complex, you know, issues. Hey Esmond, I always told you, is it 40 minutes? 58. All right, let's do the thing, Esmond. Okay. Desmond, do the thing where you look at the chart. You have people watching you on live, so please do good. Okay. You do good? Come on, Desmond, please. Look at the party chart. It's most important. No, you close your eyes. That's too bright. Okay. Come on, Esmond. Okay. You got this, Esmond. Can you do it? You're purring. That means yes. Look at the part that's most important. Esmond, look. Oh, Mars and Leo. She meowed at it. She meowed at it. That's always a sign. Thank you, Esmond. We'll tag your Instagram. You clout chaser. Of course, a drop in the ocean. Just gotta get a reading on my site. They're on sale right now. The wait list is at the lowest it's been in forever, probably will ever be, honestly, if we're being honest. So shout out Esme. Thank you, Esme, for helping. Esme, good job. Edix, you did nothing, but what do we expect? Oh my god, your cat looks like my cat. That's awesome. Cats are the best. Where's me? Okay, so okay. Esme brought up a really good point. I'm just doing like one random. I never do this, but maybe I'll start doing it. I don't know. I'm just doing like a random chart. I don't know if maybe I did this once before. I don't know. It was just like I decided like randomly, like, oh, let's go on live. Um, but yeah, okay. But I like pressure, so I'm actually doing like really, really good. Because people are watching. So well, I always do good, but like you get it. What I'm saying. Uh, I can't fuck up because people watching, and maybe I'll share it. Who knows? Okay, so Leo Mars. That's what Esme looked at. Esme has a secret talent of being able, yeah, the link's in the bio on my Instagram. So Esme, my cat, Esme Cat Astrology, she has the ability to look at a chart and with her eyes, and I look, as we all know, she looks at the thing that I need to talk about. I have yet to speak about Mars and Leo. So she thinks this is very important. So Mars is trining Neptune and sextiling Pluto. So I guess, what I would say there is that that's that fun energy in you. And yeah, you're Gemini with Venus, that's fun. It's sextiling your sun and your Venus. So, um, that's gonna make you quite, that's gonna add some kind of assertiveness, kind of adventurous, very inner child energy. Mars and Leo are very known for just being fun fucks. They're fiery and they make a big impact, right? They're very charismatic, they leave a strong impression, very self-confident. But sometimes they have to like not be so fucking bossy, but because you have all this beautiful Cancer energy, that is gonna make it very good, and it's gonna give you that little edge you need, right? Um, so Mars and Leo, they can be a little bit dramatic too. Um, but they're fun, we need Leo energy. It's like sometimes like, but not in a chart like yours because you have so much of that empathy and that understanding. It can be a little bit like entitled. Who knows though? You have Jupiter on your south node, so maybe you have past lives where you're rich as fuck or something like that. Um, where everything kind of came to you. But yeah, it's really just being in touch. It's like, your Mars action, assertiveness function. You're very, very good at being at having fun and at being in your inner child, which is, the energy of just letting go and just being and smiling and all that. Um, and it can definitely kind of very good leadership too. Sometimes they overdo shit for sure. Sometimes they overdo shit for sure. So it's important to kind of stay balanced. Um, I need to shave. My beard is one day away from being at the prickly part. Um, but yeah, like it's a fire Mars. At the end of the day, you're able, your Mars is ruled by the sun, so or by Leo, ruled by the sun. So you're able to really, really follow through on your ambitions. You're able to start things and um it's just important to not start because that's what Gemini does too. Start, and then they fucking don't get anything done because they start a million things. That's the Gemini shit. Um, and yeah, What else can I say? I don't know what else to say. And it's in the second, so yeah, it makes you a hustler. Go get it when it comes to money. And yeah, like there's just that strong need to like express that creativity, that inner child, right? Um, Very confident. Mars and Leo, I've never met one that's not confident. Um, but yeah, I've also met a lot that are very arrogant. But once again, Cancer, your level of self-awareness, I think, especially even with Saturn on there. And also with Saturn on your moon after Saturn return, like your emotional, everything will really have opened up emotionally for you, and it leads to emotional responsibility and feeling very, very you know, able to kind of you know, like have like very strong self-confidence and self-esteem, and it's just like maturity, right? So I guarantee you're very mature at this point. Maybe I'm being too immature for this reading. um, but yeah, so let's see. Should we talk about love? My eyes are tired. I only slept 6 hours. Six. No, no, no. 7, 6.5. Six. Well, between 6 and 7. I'm not sure when I fell asleep. Um. Okay. So, Chiron and Taurus. Um. So there can definitely, interesting. Yeah. So there can definitely be like pain around friends. 11th house. You also have Jupiter there, so that's like very good for popularity. Um, Mercury Palace. So it's like someone who's able to like really work well with people and have stable friends, Taurus, Um, but at the same time, there could be some time in your life where, maybe feeling like ostracized, something like that. Um, but it makes someone want to like be friends with other, wounded people, teachers, healers, all that stuff. Um, but like with Chiron and Taurus, I always think of that as like someone who has to like really get past a lot with their self-esteem and with their sense of self-worth. A lot of times I always like say like do yoga, do something like meditate, like really get to love your body. To people with that, they can feel like they're not beautiful. Um, so yeah, really learning to kind of, yeah, like kind of like trust your own body, like psychosomatic stuff. Um, and yeah, like I said, like you're moving away from conditioned friends. It's like about like friends are not meant to be like if a group of friends or an organization or anything like that like is bringing you into this conditioning that you're trying to move away from, get the fuck away. It's better to be alone than to be with people that aren't good. What was I gonna talk about? I had something. Okay, yeah. So love. So Venus, obviously it's in Gemini. So Venus in Gemini. Um, they are people who have this tendency to be a little bit flirty, a little bit a little bit, how do you say, promiscuous. I'm joking. No, yeah, I mean just like they can be a Venus sign that can get bored very, very easily. They love to read, they love any kind of media. They need change, they need to be intellectually stimulated, very flirtatious. So sometimes like, you know, um, yeah, they like to flirt. Um, and yeah, like in relationships, like communication's so important. Um, Venus and Gemini's can get very bored though. So they need a partner that keeps them on their feet. Um, you know, conversation, witty conversation, being playful because that Mars and Leo kind of likes the royal treatment, likes to have fun. But yeah, very hard to pin down. So anyone that's like very like kind of, you know, just trying to like hold you down, you need freedom in relationships. Some people with this they don't want to be monogamous. How you say that word? Monogam monog monogamous. Yeah. Um, because they can like just be like so changing all the time. Now you have it opposite Neptune. Um, but like okay, before that, like yeah, so Venus and Gemini, like it's just like they need that variety, they need that love, they need that change, they need that space. So they can't just be in a relationship without their friends. They need stimuli, right? Like I've talked to people who are Venus and Gemini who literally like get involved with people just out of curiosity, and like they're like the other person's like, wow, this girl's really into me or whatever, and then the girl like isn't. She's just like interested, you know. Yeah, so it's funny. It's funny. Um, they can sometimes be a little bit aloof too when it comes to like, but then the Cancer will push that away. So, as a Cancer moon, you definitely need like these deep emotional connections. Um, and yeah, you know, um, I think that like Venus and Gemini can be very seduced by words. And they can really like, I think like Venus and air signs. I have Venus and air sign. I think it's like sometimes it's like words and fantasy stuff like that can be more of a turn on, being turned on like the mental level. But yeah, the shadow side is being disloyal and always changing their mind and shit like that. But that's not everyone. Now, now. Neptune opposite Venus. How often do I talk about this in my readings? Rose-colored glasses. It's also a 12th house Venus, so that's bringing up a whole other idea of karmic relationships. Um, maybe even some level of just needing to learn that self love, and kind of a lot of times like self-sabotaging relationships could come up. But when you become of service to the world and you find your dharma, everything goes away. And you have a midheaven in Pisces, so Neptune ruling your midheaven, it's like um you know sixth house, like your daily work could be it could be best for you to work in something that's related to compassion. Neptune energy, right? Compassion, spirituality, whatever it is, helping people. And then that helps you get over your fourth house Pluto trauma. Um, but yeah, so Venus 12th house, like they love abandoning themselves to the unknown. Sometimes they it's also a great placement because it's like you have this ability to really understand like the zeitgeist and the areas of life, the kind of like collective unconscious. You have this like great ability to like kind of like just get it. Special crystal. Um, so yeah. Um, but sometimes like there can be like a failure to like see the beauty in the present. So it's just important, to understand that 12th house Venus, like you'll have very karmic relationships. Sometimes they can be like these like really annoying things where you're trying to balance out the karma. Um, But then you have Vesta with Venus, so you'll work very hard on relationships. Um, and but it's really about self-love. Venus is about self-love. So there might be issues there. Um, Also, Mars square nodes. If we're gonna talk about that, so that could be like repressed anger from past lives where you weren't able to like really truly be yourself, which I'm seeing that you weren't able to be your Uranus individualized self. So there could be some like passed over anger, which is released through, um, you know, Aquarius eighth house, that deep dive in to your own individuality, right? So the more things you can do that really help you understand you and your authentic self, the better. Um, so yeah. So Venus opposite Neptune. Here comes Esme again. Okay, let's see. Um, that can create like a lot of lack of discernment in relationships. I've seen so many charts with this. It's like Neptune, Venus, and Pluto, Moon are the ones that I always get. Um, and I think that like people with that, they sometimes can like see someone and jump too fast and get this whole idea. Oh my God, this person's perfect. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. Disney movie shit. Like romantic movie stuff, right? Where everything happens perfectly. And it's not that that's impossible, but it's about being more realistic. They can be overly idealistic and fail to see the red flags early on. So, and a lot of people have this issue, right? So it's also Venus's money. So there can be self-sabotaging, you know, with money as well. So it's really important to be very careful with spending and to really think about, okay, do I really need this? Maybe I'll sleep on this massive purchase, unless you're fucking rich as fuck. Then, because I'm joking. But yeah, so it comes from self image because Venus is ultimately about self love. Um, you know, Especially obviously when you were younger. Um, it is really about like that inner work to make you feel like you're worthy enough. And a lot of people who don't do the work, or at least early on, they have this idea that this partner is going to come along on a horse and save their life and make everything better. And then, they're just fucked when that person doesn't meet their expectations, right? Um, which no human can. So it's like the idea of trying to replace God with a partner, right? Um, and also like you have to watch out for being tricked for any kind of financial scheme. Because it's an opposition, so it will bring these situations, these tricksters into your life, right? So you have to really be very, very careful with them. But ultimately, it's all about self-image, and self-image for you improves when you find a dharma that is really, really like you feel like I am giving back. I am creating a positive metaphysical footprint, or at least I'm living in a version of my truth, of my high, it's not about perfection. It's just like I'm living well. I'm doing a good job. Like I'm doing what like mama would be proud, or mama is proud. Esme is proud, you know? So, yeah, like it's really about affirmations, um, and just looking mindfulness, like looking at yourself, like, am I being too critical? That's what like a lot anyone watching this right now, like mindfulness is the most important thing because when you're being critical of yourself, you'll see it come up in real time. If you're just living on autopilot, you're just gonna, things will come up, blah, 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 and you won't notice it. right? But when you're mindful and when you're present, when you're aware, you'll see it come up and you'll be able to be like, oh, that's that. I have self-compassion, parts work, right? So, that's that, you can name the voice, right? That's the voice, that's the voice that says that I will never be good enough, or that's the critical voice. If it reminds you of a person in your life, who knows, right? So yeah, it's all about self-image, and then that ultimately ends up reflecting in relationships in a more realistic approach to them. Um, so yeah, being by water is very helpful for you. Taking baths, living by water. I don't know where you live, but living by water is very, very, very important. Would be one of the best things possible for you. Um, working with you can film yourself, do affirmations, film yourself, talk about your emotions. Neptune rules cameras. Um, and what else? Yeah, it's just like I've seen it so much, like where they ignore the red flags, and then they invite narcissists in, and they have bad boundaries, and before they know it, they feel stuck, and they're like, "Fuck, I'm with this fucking asshole, this piece of shit, and everything was good and promised me the world, and now fuck," you know? So yeah, it really comes to that. Like, the whole key to your chart is the spiritual approach to life, understanding that everything psychological, everything physical is metaphysical. Um, even what's going on with you medically right now, there's a psychosomatic. I'm not a medical astrologer, but Neptune is six. Like, there is a psychosomatic influence. So yeah. Um, and of course, Venus opposite Neptune. Let's talk about the good part. When it's fully integrated, uh, anything artistic, dancing, you know, music, painting, whatever, even like I keep telling people to swim lately. Um, that's something that could bring a lot of joy, right? So, yeah, and just really like loving yourself and your body, your temple. Um, and of course, like Neptune sixth house, your workplace is so important, so it's like um having a peaceful workplace is very, very important for you. Okay. So yeah, you're very, very resourceful, very good leader. You can lead in a calm and very strategic way. You can be assertive when you need to be and very nurturing when you need to be. So that's really, really dope. Um, and then also, Venus trine Pluto, that's nice for commitment. So, when you do find like a good relationship, like you can be very committed, and um obviously they have to be able to meet all these needs I spoke about, and I'll talk about your Juno and Virgo next. But yeah, like it's definitely Venus trine Pluto is also good for, yeah, for art as well. Someone who wants kind of that soulmate love. They want that. They don't want that like everyday shit, which is very, very running counter to the Gemini. But remember, it's in the 12th, Gemini Venus. So um yeah. But it's also combust, so you can lose objectivity around your love life and around your self-image. So that's something to watch out for. Um, but yeah, like anything that you feel really, really like deep about, um, like you can go like very, very far. Like you can fall very, very deeply in love as well. And take relationships quite seriously too. Even though you're Venus and Gemini, so that does those two kind of like that make sense together, but like um, they can both you know coexist. Um, So yeah, Esme, don't step on electricity. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate you so much. It was so fun doing your reading. It was so fun. Um, yours, shit. I'm sorry, my memory is so bad. Yours is the one that I did early, right? And then you asked, was that you? Someone like I randomly did a reading like like super fucking early. Like I was just like, okay, I'm only doing one more reading tonight. Was it her? Yeah, it was her. And stop touching my crystals, you crazy animal. Not you, the cat. And yeah, and like I did hers. And she had emailed me. I didn't see the I mean, because I did the night before asking like, hey, like, is it possible to get a refund? And I was like, yo, I did yours. That just like shows like how much like Esme, stop with my crystals right now. Esme? Ah, Desmond. Guys, can someone give this cat a talking? She thinks she's so good at astrology. She is, granted. We know, we saw what she did earlier. But she has a vet appointment tomorrow and she's very nervous. She's very sensitive. A little Cancer, Pisces, Neptune rising. We'll give a little Esme break. Stare in the camera, Esme. Okay, good. You need so much attention. God, I don't want to diss cancers. I love them, but man, Cancer, Pisces, rising, Neptune rising. If this was a human, oh my God, like the attention she needs. But she's so cute that's like impossible not to give her all the attention. But let's see. She shows Esme. That's a good camera view. Okay. So yeah. So anyways, back to where I was. Yeah, so yeah, just really be careful with people, Like we live in a cold world, and I can't hear my mouth. And people will take advantage of you. And when you have Neptune like this, like you really have to be careful. But the escape route for you in this lifetime is being of service. You have these very, very great gifts. Um, I want to see one thing. And yeah, your hobbies will be very, very, very like I think I said so earlier, like you'll have very like unique hobbies. So it's important also to just say fuck you to everyone else. Like the things you're interested in will be unconventional. But that's how it should be. Fuck convention. Fuck convention. Ooh, I want to look at this. Yeah, so I imagine you're very shy growing up. I already kind of went into that. I had to really like get through a lot. 12th house sun, Saturn on the moon. Oh, there's no one to look at. Oh yeah, okay. So we're talking about love, but so yeah, Venus. So when you do find the right person, you can be very, very committed to them. That's very good. Um, but yeah, watch out for being fooled. Take things slow. Take things slow. Um, and then yeah, there's a lot of commitment to, and if you're an artist, like I said, you could be a hidden artist. So just try to do some shit. Try to do some stuff. Um, watch out for being overly hedonistic, liking the pleasures of life too much. Um, I'm just saying that it's very good for money, but watch out for that. Um, where did that thing go? Where did that thing go? There it is. Let me open this up real quick. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Um, where is it? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there could be like a lot of seductive energy to try to kind of like to stay in this. And guys, say yes or no if I should post this whole thing on my feed. If it interests you guys or if it's boring. Um, so yeah, there could be like a big fortune you get at some point in your life, like wealth. And I just if you're not popular, I'd be so surprised. Um, and getting lots of help from friends and from other people from groups and stuff like that. People you can really turn to. You know, you can move to a new place and yeah. Usually it's friends with like very good sense of humor. Um, and good. Yeah, it's good for working with groups of all types. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? And yeah, there's just also this real persistence that you have, this ability to really like but also, yeah, like I said, sometimes Jupiter and Taurus people can be a little bit, just a little bit hedonistic, a little bit, but it's not making any, what was it, unaspected? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, wait, hold up. Is it? Let me see with my own eyes, because sometimes this lies to me. Sometimes it lies to me. Okay. 15 fixed. I mean, that's too far for that conjunction. 15. I mean, is it sextile the moon? No, I think that's too far. Oh, come on. That's gotta be a sextile with Saturn. No, it's not. What the fuck am I talking about? And then, no. Wait, how is that not a fucking square with Leo, with Mars? That's a fucking square. Why is my program so annoying and dumb and stupid? And that's a square. So, I mean, I guess it is like 7 degrees, but what are they saying on the internet about that? I mean, I would say that's an 8 degree orb. Let's see what they say. I'm doing a client's reading. Just live randomly decided like 2 seconds as I do for everything. How do I leave something in the chat? Is there even a way? I'm so bad at all this stuff, guys. But one day I will be good. One day I shall be good. How do I do it? Isn't there a way to like leave like a pinned comment or something? I just left my website. That's my name. You book it there, it's on sale. It is on sale. You guys like this shirt? My new Egypt shirt. I'm gonna change for the third time. So it says 4 degree. Okay, so yeah, that's one take. I don't know. I guess it is kind of far. The 90 degree. I don't know. It's Jupiter and Mars though, so and then 15. Jupiter sextile midheaven is great for money, and success in career and luck in career and all that stuff. But that's not a aspect because that is not a point. That isn't. There's no look at the sky. That's the midheaven. It's not a planet. Doesn't it annoy you the people that say like, never mind, like online or like astrology's stupid. Shut up, bro. Random, I know. Also, your Saturn is 29 degrees. Major karma in this lifetime. Final boss. Cancer. So lots of karma with your family. Now I want to look at the nodal stuff. 11. Okay, we have the square here. We have no square here. Ooh, that's good for romance. So you'll have like good karmic love partners. But there could be some difficulty before that point is reached. Um, okay. So gonna talk about Juno. Um, and part of fortune. But yeah, okay. So unaspected Jupiter, what does it mean? It means that Jupiter is not making any meaningful aspects. Um, you know, it's just a mind that is hungry for learning. Um, just a lot of philosophy, and that's what you need, you know? Um, so I'm scratching my foot. Yeah, sometimes there's like a tendency towards like solitude and just I don't know, feeling like just really wanting to like learn a lot of higher wisdom, and not everyone's on that level. So it's about finding the right people, as I keep telling you. Okay, okay. Black Moon Lilith is in Aries. We're about to be done pretty soon. Um, you also have your part of fortune in Leo. Part of fortune's like how does the internet define part of fortune? I call it like your flow point. Um, I call it like, it's like the part of your chart. It's like a random part of your chart. Not random. It's like sun. Depends on if it's sun, if it's a night or moon. I don't remember the calculations. It's essentially like sun. If you put like everything on a scale of 1 to 360 degrees, one Aries being one, it's like sun plus moon minus ascendant, right? So just like whatever, it's not that, but like the whole point is that it lands at it's not an actual planet, it's an Arabic point. It lands at a random point in your chart, and mine's around the midheaven. Hashtag I'm gonna be famous. Just joking, but yeah, it is around the midheaven. Yeah. So for day charts, ascendant plus moon minus sun. For night charts, ascendant plus sun minus moon. You have a I don't know. You're born at 7:45. Let's see. Well, yeah, obviously you're not a day chart, you're a 12th house. Wait. So what date? Yeah. Um, regardless, the whole point is that it represents worldly success. It's with health too, career, vocation, worldly success and prosperity associated with the part of fortune. Both its sign and house suggests innate abilities and talent areas in life and qualities that are expressed naturally. So it's like really like where we're able to kill it, where we're able to shine, where we have that flow, where things just work out. So for you, it's in Leo in the second. Um, Very, very, very good. But it's really important for you to like enrich your life through like a set of very strong moral values and detach from other people's values, as I've been saying a lot, and building your own spiritual values. And just like achieving your goals and being in your inner child, is very, very important for you. You feel your best when you're having fun. Fun, 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 fun. Um, so yeah, like kind of, surpassing yourself and really, really like personal mastery and being someone that you can be proud of and that other people can be proud of that helps improve society. Um, so yeah, achievement and being able to be like, yeah, being generous and being passionate, all that stuff. Okay, finishing up soon. So your Juno's in Virgo, so that's like your ideal, partner. Third house, once again, communication so fucking important. Being like, being able to talk, 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 talk. Talk. Don't marry someone from Uzbekistan because you won't understand him or her. Um, and well, maybe he or she speaks good English. Um, so yeah, just like the idea of being able to like speak good, to really, really have a good communication is important. And Juno Virgo, this is the thing. And this goes back to that Venus opposite Neptune, or yeah, um, and Sun opposite Neptune. Juno and Virgo people, they sometimes expect perfection in a partner. And that's also Venus and Neptune. So you see how in my reading, I've brought it full circle and I've showed different ways, different things, different messages from completely different parts of the chart saying similar things. So Juno and Virgo will look for the perfect partner. So they get very disillusioned when that partner doesn't exist. No such thing. No such thing. ASMR. I wish I had a good voice. Like a good ASMR voice. Um, so yeah, like you need to make them adjustments and understand, like, see people for what they really are, what they bring to the table. Looking for someone reliable, someone who you can really count on, who understands, like, who's serious. Virgo's about reliability, responsibility, um, and maybe who wants, like, also make, a real contribution to the world. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, so I think, like, yeah, watch out for the addictions. I already said that. Um, yeah, really, really someone who has that commitment to, like, the spiritual values, the spiritual way of life, willing to delve into the unknown. Um, okay. So part of fortune, then we'll talk about the stars, and we'll be done. Also, like, really, really important for you to look at your past life or your current life's energy, like childhood stuff, because that will push you back from maximizing your career if you're not handling that. Um, and the same can be said about anyone, but whatever. Do I look like I give a fuck? No. Um, okay, Black Moon Lilith, this kind of like your self-defeating behavior. Um, it is in the 10th in Aries, which is interesting. Hold up, cause maybe your Mars and Leo just goes super hard. I mean, it is trine Neptune. I didn't talk about that actually. Really quick. Also, Mars trine Pluto, one of the best for athletes. So really, really good for being athletic. And Mars trine Neptune is amazing for I think creative and inspirational and being able to, like, really, really apply your imagination to your everyday life. So if you were an artist, I would not be surprised. And your midheavens in Pisces ruled by Neptune, the sixth house. So maybe your sixth house Neptunian occupation is something. Neptune's also music. Um, and yeah, just tons of energy and a lot like a deep call to kind of serve humanity as well. Okay, so um, I always like to like kind of break it down into a fear. Um, so Black Widows and Aries, there's kind of a fear of being unworthy. Sometimes they can like um judge their performance too much. Um, and especially with the Saturn moon, like there could be like this perfectionism that could run in your family, perhaps. Like you're only valued if you do this or this or that or this or that or this or that. So it can come from like an idea of like I need to achieve a lot in order to be worthy, right? More than others. And then 10th house, it can make one want to step over others. This is just you at your lowest potential. It's not a planet, right? You at your lowest vibe. Um, so yeah. Um, some people with this, like they miss opportunities they don't believe they deserve. Um, and it's about like kind of that Neptunian stuff I was talking about earlier, like understand that you don't need anyone else besides yourself to believe that you are worthy. Um, no one needs to achieve anything in order to be, you know, like to need to be deserving of love and happiness and all that stuff. So yeah, it's in the 10th too, so it makes even more sense. 11th and past this. So that could speak to like the any kind of drama with friends or um yeah. And it can kind of like bring like a kind of superiority complex at times. Like really ultra competitive with others potentially. But your cancer is at 22, so that's kind of maybe you could be like a real estate person, who knows. Um okay, let's see what's up with the stars. Where's my Starbook? Starbook. Where you at? Where's Starbook? Where's my fucking book? Cat steal it again. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? Oh. Pick stars. Okay, let's pull these up. But yeah, I definitely think that there's like with the romantic stuff, definitely a level of like wanting like someone who can balance you out. But I think that okay, wow. So no, I'll show you guys. I'm looking at yeah, try to figure that out. I have to stare at this and see like what's close to what. Um, that's dope. Leo Sun Leo Moon. We just had the full moon in your sun and moon. Do I have to keep typing the thing? It's so annoying that I can't just have like a fucking comment. Okay, there it is. I am the best. No one's better than me. No one that I know. Um, oh, okay, look at you. This is so fucking lucky. You have Psyche Ascendant. I guarantee you I'm right. I've never met you, never seen you. Um, Psyche, well, Ascendant, I know for Venus and Moon, but they tend to keep a youthful look, like stay looking young. Ascendant, I haven't verified that enough, but it makes sense. Ascendant's how you look. Um, they tend to like stay like I know someone who's like 42. She looks like she's 22. Gorgeous girl. And um it's crazy. And she told me about it. But that was, Moon and Venus for females. So um ascendant makes sense to me. But yeah, just you'd be very, very into like also diving into like the human psyche, anything kind of psychological, all that shit. Okay, now we're looking for fixed stars. Okay, that one's real close. So I'm gonna memorize these all in my photographic memory. Okay, so you have Urania on Mars. So that is someone who could be an astrologer. Like that's the one asteroid that rules astrology. Anything to do with the stars, astronomy, astrology, and you have Mars there. So, I do teach astrology as well. One-on-one classes. I maybe have room for one or maybe two more students. It's only serious people. I will not allow someone. I have like 10, 20, 50 package class packages. The best, there's nothing better in the better that you will possibly find. I don't spend cost 40,000 like some fucking, you know, people who can't even do what I can do. Um, that's not arrogance. That's feedback from clients who got readings from every astrologer and they say, I'm the best. You name the astrologer. Like literally everyone who's had a reading from you name him, you name her. Besides Lada, I would never diss her. She's amazing. I'm not dissing anyone. I'm just saying that like this is what people tell me. I don't even ask. They're like, wow, this astrologer talked about himself the whole fucking time. I'm like, what? Okay, so he talked about politics. Um, yeah, so Urania, that's really interesting. Um, ooh. So your son's close-ish to Aldebaran. It's within 2 degrees. That's one of the maybe, if not the best star, it's up there. Um, but 2 degrees, it's kind of far, and yeah, gotta be if it's sun, it's gotta be like really, really close to. But you'll still have that Aldebaran, like very lucky, worldly, kind of. Let's see what it says here. So yeah, it's Archangel, it's the one who follows the Pleiades. If conjunctions Sun, this will point to extraordinary energy. Such a person will be able to be ahead of other people, will gain a leading position, and will be acknowledged, but also will make enemies through whom dangers will threaten him or her. Blah 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 blah. Um, it's like very linked to wealth too. There's a reason that America was founded the way it was. I mean, I guess Sirius on some, it was now Lebron Rising. I forget. We're on the midheaven. Every country in the world, all I need is birth information. I don't know anything about anyone, and I'm always nearly either 100, like I'm nearly always exactly right. People are like, we have follow-up sessions after where we actually talk live, and they're like, how the fuck? It's not free. You have to go on my website, justinastrology.com. The way it's at the lowest it's ever been. Probably in about a few years, it's going to be like a, years wait for reading for me because I don't really believe in increasing the prices. I don't do it for money. But I am the best astrologer. Like no one is better than me that I know of. So you can imagine, at least of like the new school people, I would destroy anyone 101. Anyone, destroy. What do you mean close? It'd be like It'd be like Mike Tyson versus anyone else in their prime. It would just be game over. There's a contest. That's not. That's just what people tell me who've had readings from me and everyone else. But like the thing is, the reason I have these powers is because God says, Jesse, do not overcharge for astrology. Keep it cool. Yeah, I'm Leo rising. But like he says, keep it cool. I'm also humble, I'm Pisces. So he says, keep it cool. Don't overcharge. It's a sin to overcharge for astrology. So I charge the least amount I can without disrespecting myself. I could charge, if certain people are charging thousands for reading, and I'm better than them, when that makes sense, I could charge that much. But whatevs. I really wish there was like a NBA playoffs of astrology. One day I might create that on YouTube, like a tournament. I mean, I'm not saying I would win. Like, there could be someone with 1,000 followers that's better than me, like legit. It's just I'm saying all the people that have like a lot of followers, I'm like they're not like I'm better than all of them. I don't know everyone. Sometimes the best like are unknown. Best astrologers I've ever met are unknown for most of them. You know, like legit. It's like marketing versus fucking the real shit. Okay, so I'm looking for stuff about Aldebaran. That's like, it's not talking about the sun. But you're not on it, so yeah. Just know that's a very lucky point. And there's a reason that, countries like the US found at the exact moment when Aldebaran is rising or setting. Let me look. And people like Donald, can't say his name. He's born with Regulus rising, like me, which is like the rising of kings. But he also has Aldebaran on his sun exact. So he was fated for for being very famous. And Pablo Escobar, he had Antares, uh Andrew Tate. I can't see these people's names. I actually was the first astrologer. I'm actually the only astrologer in the world to know his natal chart, which I won't reveal, but I was actually correct in my guess. I was 5 minutes off. But he is Antares, and Pablo also. He's Antares midheaven and sun. Okay, let's see the USA astrology chart. If I'm wrong, what was the Aldebaran shit? Uh, Wait, what am I tripping? What am I thinking about? I mean, I know they have Sirius. Antares is close to rising. Wait, that can't be right. They must have done it. No, there's no way. They definitely did it. There's no way it was at 510. They must have done it at 440. I know Ben Franklin was an astrologer. George Washington, or whoever the fuck founded that shit. That shithole. Just joking. Oh, they got serious. Whatever. I don't even know. Maybe I'm wrong about the Aldebaran, but there were a lot of countries that were using it. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, you could be an astrologer. You have Pollux on your moon. You have shut up, computer, with your freaking sounds. Haley would talk about this one, but I don't know about this point. Dark Moon, Wall of Moth. By the way, anyone can book a reading with me and Haley. We are gonna do a special offering soon for our joint reading. It's the best. That reading is fucking crazy because we each get time to relax. We each get time to chill. One person talks, other person gets ideas. It's crazy. It's so easy and so fun. Okay, so nothing here, but I want to search in here to see something. See, this is what I do is that I don't have a time limit. It's 2 hours in. I don't give a fuck. I'm not making any more money. I'm just doing it because I want you to, this. In my mind, this is the only reading you'll get. So call me arrogant. But like, most astrologers they stop at 60 minutes or they charge you more. So I'd rather like be honest about how I feel about my skills, but then be very, very giving and actually a good person than a fuck. Not that's bad to, have boundaries around that. Okay, wow. You have algal on Mercury. Okay, dokie. Oh, whoa. And I'm just trying to get them all in my head. I feel like there's something there. Uh, oh yeah, 22 and 9. That's what I wanted to look at. Okay, I found something. El Henna. Yeah, of course. Let me pull up here. Let's see if it's even on here. Yeah, with the stars, it's tricky. There's not that much info on them. But if you look, you can find. So yeah, 9, yeah? 9. Okay. And then Algol and what was the other one? Mom says I have to stop going like this because I'm making wrinkles on my head. Yep, yep. 17, 17, 21, 21. Okay, I see. But what's that? Is that Hades? Yeah. So yeah, you can be very potentially cruel in your speech, but also have so much depth in it as well. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Mercury conjunct Algol. I'm reading. Quiet persistence is the keynote of this. Public acceptance, good business ability, legal preferment, and high advancement matters dealing with the public. They do not, on the criminal level side, they do not hesitate to speak out when they would do better to keep silent. They'll be inclined to associate with undesirables and poor business associates, which I talked about before. Watch out for the people you do encounter legal problems. Watch out for that. And even like if you don't count the Mars square Jupiter, that can make someone very, very impulsive with decision making. So chill before any decisions. On the extreme side, such natives could encounter legal problems in a judicial sentence. Okay, whatever. Pollux. So Pollux, it is isn't it a, yeah, it's Mars. That one's so that one's on the Luna. Has anyone saved for the whole thing? This is like a chart for a client, client. I think I might post this whole thing. We'll see. If anyone stay for the whole thing, tell me. I'll send you a engagement ring. What's up? What's up? What's up? Mom, Mamta, where you from? Um, okay. What the fuck is all this shit? Yeah, so there's definitely some like kind of tyrannical um stuff going on here. Hercules, Polis, also called Hercules. Strong Martian nature, stars brutal, tyrannical, violent, and cruel. Oh, but it's not with that. Yeah, so it says the fixed star badly placed could manifest that way, not by the native misusing his or her energy, but by others deceiving the native and by fate playing him or her some cruel trick. So deceiving, how much does that work keep coming up? Watch out for accidents. This one guy who has this lost his eyesight. Stalin had it on the MC. Where's the moon? Remember, like these are just like the cherries on top. Unless you have like one of the really important stars. Okay. It says, okay, with the moon in good aspects, which is conjunction is good aspect. Um, it's only aspect. It gives an inclination to travel to far distant places or even emigrate. So how about that? But yeah, it says brutal and tyrannical, violent and cruel, potentially. Okay, so we were just about done. Last one, probably gonna be nothing on this. You had the psyche. Wait, I have something there. Where is it? Uh, Bombay. What's up, Bombay? Mumbai. Did you ever try Desi Daru? Desi Daru. I want to try Desi Daru. Hope she's still in. It's a very good Indian joke. Where the fuck is this? Okay, let's see. So Psyche, I already talked about it, but no. Um, it's like street Indian, like alcohol. There's these YouTubers named Harold Balder and this other guy who's a pervert. We found out he's a pervert named Ball Bankrupt, so fuck him. But uh, they made these hilarious videos where they went around Mumbai's slums and they were trying to look for desi daru, homemade Indian that like some people like die when they drink. Um, but I always said that that's how I will die, trying desi daru if I die, which I won't because nothing kills me so far. Okay. Yeah, so lots of like self-taught, intuitive, very refined energy. Um, yeah, lots of like deep insights into yourself and into other people. Um, very artistic, someone who can like yeah, really intuitively kind of like yeah, yeah, it just gives like kind of like this very like divine kind of energy. I don't know how else to say it. Okay, so the last one we're looking for before we close. This is so fun. I wish people always wanted to watch these because I could literally stream my whole, not my whole life, but a lot of it. Okay, Ascetic conjunct Alhina, love of poetry, painting, and teaching. Quick mind. That's all it says. That's I like when it gives little, quick ones like that. But let's see what it says here, and then we are done. Very long reading. So blah 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 blah. Venus nature. Okay, yeah. So they'll confer a spiritual orientation on the people, artistic inclination, interest in the sciences potentially. Okay, cool. Yeah. I know. Desidero. You should watch Harold Balder. Harold Harold. Last name Baldr, and then search that, and then search space Mumbai slums. It's like an old video, and it's a classic. It's a classic one. And the Captain Morgan's guy, that guy's awesome. So, anyways, I just gave you the most full natal reading possible. Um, I think being on IG Live made me wanna just go extra hard. Um, I mean, I always go hard, but 2 hours, 11 minutes. God damn. So thank you. So let me know. Like I said, nearly everyone adds the current, or you already have the follow up. So the current, I'd be happy to give to you for. Did I already say? I forget what I say and what I don't say. I'm gonna write down the offer. I'll give you the lowest possible offer. Usually it is. What is it usually? Esmond is not my phone. I think it's like 400, but or 450. Let me see my website. Everything's on sale now too. So yeah, it's usually 500 on sale for 380, but I would be happy to give it to you for 270. And then we have a 3 hour reading. And if you don't want to do that, you already have the follow-up. Only email me, jesseinstant@gmail.com. No more DMs for me. I mean, I'll do what I can with them, but it's just too crazy, too crazy, too crazy. Hope you enjoy. Uh, and yeah, let me just close this down. So your IG. Okay, got it. All right. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.